Hi, welcome to Step 3 of the Note-Taking for Narrative Text strategy. Step 3 is List the Answers. In this step, you will answer the 6 questions in your outline. You will add details that you found while reading for meaning. To begin, look at your outline and think about answers for the first question, who? The word who represents the question, who are the main characters? So the answers you want to list as subtopics are names of the main characters in the story. Now, let's find where the main characters are mentioned in the story and add them as subtopics in the outline.
Okay, I know who the main characters are in this story because I've read it. Now I need to find where they are mentioned in the text. Here's one.
When you find one of the main characters, add it as a subtopic under who. You can copy and paste the name or write it in.
Okay, I'm going to select the text and copy and paste it into my outline.
Good job! Now, do it again for each of the main characters in the story.
I remember that there were other main characters in this story, but they were never named because they were the 4 sisters, so I will just type them into the outline this time.
Perfect! Now that you have all the main characters listed, let's move on to the next question. What? What stands for what is happening in the story. So, look for details that answer this question. Scan the story to find details about what happens in the story. Copy and paste the details into your outline as subtopics. Remember, the details you put in your outline should only be 1 or 2 words each. These details are meant to help remind you what the story was about without having to read it again.
Well, I know the story was about American ideas of beauty, so I should try to find something that talks about that. Here's something. So I'll select the text and copy and paste it into my outline under what?
Sometimes you know what the story's about, but you can't find any phrase or sentence that will make a good detail in your outline. When this happens, just type a few words of your own as a subtopic in your outline under what.
I also know this story is about fitting in a new culture, but I think I'll just make my own subtopic for this. So I'll open my outline and make another subtopic under what, and type in the detail in my own words.
Great job! Now that you have the hang of it, continue adding details as subtopics under each of the questions in your outline. You are done when you have all the information you need to answer each question. Copy and paste the text from the story into subtopics under each question, or type in your own words if you can't find good text to copy and paste from. When you've filled out all the details for each question, you're ready to move on to the next strategy, writing summaries.